social anthropologist Edward Hall, 60% of our communication is nonverbal. The way we stand, our facial expressions, body movement, and gestures contribute more to the audience than our spoken word. Body language plays other roles too. It helps release the nervous energy. Many people are nervous getting in front of an audience. It's with great trepidation that they do so. Body movement and body language helps release that energy so we can harness the good energy to help present our speech. Finally, if I stood here, my arms at my side, and my head still, and spoke to you, you would start to lose interest in looking at me, and in a few moments, in listening to me. Movement gets your attention and keeps it with me so I can present my speech and it is memorable to you throughout the rest of the day. Body language consists of 3 parts: gestures, or facial expressions, gestures, and body movement. Facial expressions are the way we look when we're presenting an argument or a statement. So if I were to say, "What a beautiful day today is," you would be suspect of me because I had a scowl on my face. But if I were to say it with a smile on my face, "What a beautiful day," it shows more sincerity and it's more believable. So your facial expressions, the way you speak, are really what makes the audience, convinces the audience of the fact that you're stating, whether it's sincere or honest or not. An important part of facial expressions is your eye contact. If you've ever talked to somebody who doesn't have good eye contact, they're usually looking up or down or sideways and not looking at you. And it's very difficult to talk to them because you have this sense of feeling that they're real nervous or maybe dishonest. So it's a little difficult to converse with them. But if you have good eye, or to maintain good eye contact with the audience, it's a very simple task. Look at one person, speak directly to them. Finish a point, then move to another part of the room, speak directly to them. Then finish that point, move to the other side of the room, speak directly to them. By speaking directly to one person, the whole audience on that section feels as if you're speaking directly to the whole audience. By moving around the audience like that, it gives good eye contact to the whole audience. Gestures. There are 3 specific types of gestures. Conventional gestures, which are symbols that describe something that you would recognize. So if I were to hold my hand up like this, everybody recognizes that that means stop. Okay? Or if I were to wave, come here. Those are conventional gestures. They're symbols that everybody would recognize. Descriptive gestures would describe a situation. So if I were to be talking about something that was very, very large, I could swing my arms open like this. Or something that was very, very small, I could cup my hands like this. So those are descriptive gestures that describe a situation of what you're talking about. The third type of gesture is an emotional gesture. So if I'm angry, I can shake my fist. Or if I'm scared, I can clasp my arms together. Those are emotional gestures. Gestures help show the audience in a more visual way what you're talking about. The last part of body language is body movement. So like I said in my introduction, if I stood here, straight up, head straight, and just spoke like this, pretty soon you'd get bored with looking at me and start doing other notes. But for body language, for body movement helps keep the audience's attention. So to start with body movement, you need to have a proper body stance when you present. So that would start off being your feet straight in front of you, 6 to 12 inches apart, chest out, shoulders back, arms comfortably on your side. And from here, you can make a point and move to another side of the room and make another point. Finish that point, move back to another side of the room and make another point. If you have a question, you can move closer to the audience and ask a question. How much time is left on my speech?
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. As I hear the answer, I can move back to where I started and present my next topic. So you can see the difference between standing in one place and presenting my speech, or moving around to the audience and talking about a point from one side, moving to another side of the room to make another point, and then back to where I started to finish my speech. So as I've described here today, there are 3 important factors of making the audience remember and understand your speech with more interest and in getting this done. And it's all through body language. Your facial expressions, whether they must match your tone or your comments. So again, if I'm saying something with interest, I should have a smile on my face. If I'm saying something with anger, I should have a scowl or a frown on my face. The gestures should match the words. So if I'm talking about large things, then I should spread my arms out. Small things, I can cup my hands together. And then body movement just keeps the audience, keeps their attention. So those are the 3 things that you can do to help keep body language, and in creating good body language helps keep the audience's attention. Thank you.